Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom.
Hi everyone, the reason for this video is because we received so many comments and questions regarding the 1% mortgage scheme.
Please note this is just our opinion and not professional advice. At the time of making this video, no one is 100% sure the 1% deposit scheme will come out.
Yeah, I remember looking at my phone when you uploaded that and my notifications were just going.
So we thought, why not do a video based on that?
So here we go. First question, or comment rather.
I'm covering the thing.
I'm doing so well. Just shove it there, man. What is a 1% mortgage deposit scheme? As the name suggests, it is basically putting a 1% deposit on the property. So for example, if Lizelle's gonna buy a house and the house value is worth £400,000, then this would be a £4,000 deposit on that property.
So another question that we were asked is who can actually use this scheme? This scheme is just for first time buyers only and not for investors, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, so the other question that we were asked, will the interest rates be really high? Now, usually when you're putting a low deposit, yes, you do pay a much higher interest rate, but one big thing to keep in mind about this scheme is that it's government backed. What that basically means is if Lizelle goes to buy a property and she can't afford to make the payments, the government will then step in and make those payments to that mortgage lender. That basically takes out the risk for the mortgage lender. And I think the rates won't be extremely high, but we do have to wait and see.
Also guys, please note that at the time of making this video, the government have not announced their spring budget.
Now, this next question was kind of asked through a conversation I was having with somebody. He asked me, how can it benefit him? This won't be applicable to everyone, but generally speaking, if your property is quite cheap, the monetary value of the loan itself will be quite low, then your payment should be lower. You got to keep in mind, if you're going to borrow 99% of the property as a mortgage, this will mainly affect you. If you're buying a very expensive property, this could be around London, but if you're going to buy a property that's worth 200 to 250,000 pounds outside of London, it won't affect you that much. So it'll benefit you if your property value is pretty low.
Now there are things to be aware of with this 1% deposit scheme. The risk of being in negative equity.
For example, if you buy a property that's worth £100,000 and the loan is 99% and you're borrowing £99,000 and then the property market goes down by 2%, then you're technically in negative equity because the money you borrowed is now higher than the value of the property. Hope that makes sense.
Also, if you're borrowing 99%, regardless of the high interest rates, your payments are going to be much higher and you really have to understand your financial commitments and don't underestimate your mortgage payments.
So I just want to say a quick disclaimer. Me and Lizelle are both experienced in buying and selling houses, but please don't take any of this as professional advice. This is just mainly our opinions based from our experiences. So last time we released a video based on this topic about the 1% mortgage deposit scheme, we got loads of attention. If you can do the same for this video, right? Put loads of comments below, all the questions. It's just really interesting for us to know this and just to see what people are thinking. I really hope the government actually comes out with this scheme in the end, because what a waste of time this video will be.
Now there are loads of talks about other schemes, but we'll leave that for another video. And if you don't want to miss out on any of it,
just subscribe to our channel. Once again, thanks for watching and I really appreciate all your support, your subscriptions, and we'll see you in the next video.